This conference will now be recorded.
Now, so in the previous session, we have discussed about the formula fields, and we have discussed what exactly the formula fields and what is the use, and what are the various functions that we can use in order to prepare the formula or expression upon creating the formula field we have discussed. Now, so now today we'll see how can we create the formula fields. Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so whenever we are going to be creating the formula field, upon creating the formula field, we have to specify the formula or expression. We have to specify the formula or expression which we can use, okay, in order to prepare the value for that field. Okay, so formula field is used to create the field inside the object whose value will be generating based on the formula or expression prepared by the developer. So in this case, when coming to the formula field, upon creating the field, we have to specify the formula. The formula may be anything, whatever you want, depends upon your application requirement. The formula may be anything, depends upon your application requirement, we can able to specify. So in this case, upon preparing the formula, suppose for example, I'm going to be calculating the service tax. Service tax is what? It's a 5% of annual revenue. It's a 5% of annual revenue. So now how to calculate that? So that we are using the same mathematical calculation, nothing different. Annual revenue into 5 by 100. Purely, it's purely mathematics, nothing different. Okay, formulas are purely mathematics, not the computer science basically. So we are going to be calculating this, preparing the formula. So where I would like to calculate the 5% of this annual revenue, that value will be the service tax. Okay, that value will be the service tax. So service tax value we are calculating by collecting the 5% of annual revenue over there. Now, whenever I'm preparing this formula will be returning some value, right? Yes. So that is called as result of the formula. That is called as result of the formula. So whatever the formula that we have prepared, the formula result can be any of the 8 types. Formula result can be any of the below 8 types. So whatever the formula that you are preparing, the formula result. Okay. Now, upon creating the formula field, the formula result can be any of the below 8 types. The formula result can be any of the below 8 types. The first one, the formula result can be either a checkbox, that means true or false. Formula result can be either a number data type, number value. Formula result can be either a text value. Formula result can be either a percent value. Formula result can be either a date value. Formula result can be either a time value. Formula result can be either a date time value. Okay, formula result can be either a date time value. And the last one is formula result can be either a currency value. So that here, upon creating the formula field, the formula result can be any of the below 8 types. The formula result can be either a checkbox type, or a number type, or text type, percent type, date type, time type, date time type, and the currency type. So that the formula result can be any one of these 8 types. So upon creating the formula field, we have to select the data type, because so now the field is going to be executing some formula. Based on the formula, it is collecting some result. To store that result, we have to select any one of this data type. So upon creating the formula field, we have to specify which type of value your formula will get returned. What kind of results the formula can return. We have to select that here. We have to select any one of this data type upon creating that formula over here. Now, then how can we create the formula field? Now let's see practically in this case. Okay, now. So now let's take a small use case. Now let's take a small use case. For example, I have an account object. Upon click on this accounts tab, I can see all the account records here. So many customers are available, and they're having their own
Hello, Firoz.
No,
will be calculating the service tax, okay, whose value will be 7% of this annual revenue. What is the annual revenue? I don't know. Any value it may be. It may be 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 1 lakh, 1 crore. I'm not bothered about that. Whatever the value he is having, that whatever the revenue he is having, from that one, 7% of the revenue he has to pay to the government as a service tax. That is my requirement. Then how to create this formula field? Now let's see practically in this case. Now that is my requirement. Now let's take this use case. Create a formula field to calculate the 7% of service tax. Service tax based on the annual revenue. Based on the annual revenue. So based on the annual revenue, we are going to be calculating the service tax, which should be the 5%, sorry, 7% of that annual revenue. So when you go to some US, so whatever the salary they are getting from that one, so now 30% of the revenue will be deducting by the US government, because they're providing so many facilities to them. Like they're providing some transportation facilities, they're providing the free education for their kids also. For that one, government is charging 30% of that revenue. Whatever the revenue they are earning from that one, 30% of the revenue will be deducting by the US government. But India, we don't have that much of facilities. But here, they're charging some income tax. Depends upon the revenue. Depends upon the salary which you are earning. They are going to be calculating the income tax, and then that income tax they are going to be paying to the government. So, but in this case here, I would like to calculate the 7% of the annual revenue will be the service tax. So I want to create a formula field. Then how can we create that? Now let's see. So let me give the navigation, then I will show you the direct practical part. So click on the required objects tab. Objects tab. For example, accounts. Because I want to create the formula field on account object. Expand the force.com quick access menu. Expand the force.com quick access menu. Click on view fields link. Click on View Fields link. Go to the Custom Fields and Relationships section. And then click on New button. Click on New button to create a field. Select the data type as formula. Select the data type as formula. Click on Next button. Click on Next button. Enter the formula field label and the name. Select the formula return type. Select the formula return type. And then click on Next button. Enter the formula inside the formula editor. Click on Check Syntax button to verify the syntax. To verify the syntax, click on Next button. Click on Next button. Select the visible checkbox. Select the visible checkbox to make the field to be visible to all profile users. And then click on Save button. So this is the way we are going to be creating the formula field. This is the navigation process we have to use to create the formula field. Normal field, formula field, both are same, okay, almost similar. But the difference is there we are selecting email type, number type, pick list type like that. But here we are selecting formula. But additionally, we are giving that formula expression. That means what is the condition you want to use to prepare the formula. We have to give the formula condition. That's it, nothing else. Everything will be the same navigation, same process. Because upon creating the email field and then text type of field, we are giving the value. For that one, we are not giving any formula over there. But here, formula field will be generating the value by itself. How? Based on some formula. So we are giving the formula condition also. That's it, nothing else. Both are same exactly. Now, so now in this case, how can we create this formula field? Now let me show you practically the same navigation we have to follow further as well. So let me create a formula. For example, here I'm having this record is available currently. This is the record that we have from Shyam Kumar. His annual revenue is some 45 lakhs. I want to calculate the 7% of annual revenue. So expand this force.com quick access menu. Click on View Fields. Now go to the Custom Fields and Relationships section because I would like to create a custom field over here. Click on New button. I want to create a new field. So previously we are selecting these data types like as auto number type. We're selecting like as checkbox type, currency type, date time, email, like that. But now I'm selecting the data type called as formula. Select this formula data type. Click on Next button. Now it will ask you to specify the field label and the field name. So now here I'm indicating the field label and the field name over here. So I'm giving the field label. So field label I'm indicating like service tax. Okay, field name will be getting prepared by Salesforce automatically. Now select the formula return type. That means whatever the formula that we are going to prepare, that formula will be returning the value of type what. So what type of value the formula will returns to you? Will it be returning a checkbox type, or currency type, or date type, date time type, number type, person type, text type, time type, or what? What type of value the formula will return over here? I want to know. I want to identify that here. Now, so in this case here, I'm going to be calculating the service tax. Service tax means what? Money, right? Yes. So how we are calculating based on the annual revenue? Suppose if he is earning that some 10 lakhs rupees, then he is paying 7,000, 7% of the revenue will be the service tax. That is also service tax means money. Money in the sense currency. So that here select the data type as currency. So the formula return type can be any one of these 8 types. So now in this case, now whatever the formula that I'm preparing, that is nothing but service tax calculation. So service tax in the sense money, so that I'm selecting the data type as currency. Select the data type currency. So if you want to use in decimal places, then you can use. By default, it is indicating 2, but I don't want any decimal places. I'm indicating 0. Now click on next button. Click on next button. Enter the formula condition here. Okay. Enter the formula condition. So now what is the condition you want to use? I want to use that condition here. So I want to calculate that annual revenue into 7 by 100. Okay, annual revenue into 7 by 100. So 7% of the annual revenue I'm going to be treating as a service tax. So whatever the annual revenue he is having, I would like to collect that annual revenue, and then I'm going to be multiplying that annual revenue with the 7, and then I'm dividing the whole value by 100. So that here I'm indicating this. So now service tax is the 7% of annual revenue. Now, so once you have specified the condition here, okay, once you have specified the condition, then click on check syntax button to check the syntax. Now, it is indicating that no syntactical mistakes here, no syntax errors, okay, in merge fields or functions. I'm giving the helper text over here. Now, service tax will be 7% of revenue. For the information, that means it is showing the value. Then what is that value? How much percentage they have calculated to show that I'm giving the helper text here. Click on next button. Make the field to be get visible to all the profile users by selecting the visible checkbox. And then click on next button. Make it save. Now click on save button. So as soon as once you click on save button, it is preparing a formula field here. What is my formula field name? It is indicating like a service tax, service underscore tax underscore C. This is the field name. This is the actual column name inside my table. Now let's go to that record. Go to the Shyam Kumar record. Refresh this user interface. So now you will be able to see the service tax field over here. It is indicating the service tax field, so which will be indicating the helper text over here. So now service tax will be 7% of revenue. So it is indicating this value. When you place the mouse pointer on this one, it is indicating the lakh symbol, because here this is what this is a read-only field, which we can't edit, which we can't modify. We can't modify this field value over here. So it is indicating service tax is 7% of this annual revenue. So now the service tax value will be 3,15,000 here. 7% of this, so 45 lakhs means 3,15,000. Suppose I'm changing it from 45 lakhs to, okay, like some 90 lakhs. I'm changing this annual revenue value here, 90 lakhs. Now let's save it. Automatically formula will be getting recalculated here. So it is indicating that, so now 6,30,000 will be the annual service tax over here, which has to fit to the tournament. So that here we can able to prepare the formula, so which will be calculating based on the expression, it will be representing the value inside that field. This is how we have to create the formula fields inside your Salesforce instance. Okay, like as a normal field only, but for the normal field we are going to be providing the value, but for formula field it will be preparing the value based on what formula, so that upon creating the field we are preparing that, we are giving the formula. So based on what formula it has to prepare the value for this, for that one we are giving that formula. That's it, the difference, nothing else. Both are almost similar. Now the normal field can be editable and the formula field can't be editable. Normal field is visible on the edit page, and then this formula field will display only in the detail page of the record. Okay, detail page of the record over here. Upon observing the detail information of the record, there we can see this formula field. Now, so let me give this one. Let me place this one. Formula return type. That is currency and the formula condition. Formula condition is, I'm indicating this formula condition. For your reference, I'm giving this whole information as well. This is how we are going to be creating the formula field inside your Salesforce instance. Now, let me create one more formula field. So now suppose, for example, here, let's come to one more scenario. Assume that my revenue is some 75 lakhs. My annual revenue is 75 lakhs. From this one, 7% of the amount I'm taking it as a tax. That will be 6,13,000. That will be 6,13,000 is my tax. So what is the remaining amount that I have? Remaining amount. What is the remaining amount that we have? That is nothing but annual revenue minus tax amount. We're deducting the tax amount from this annual revenue, so that you will be getting that value, okay, actual remaining amount value will be getting available to you over here. So it is indicating this information. Now, so in this case, what will happen here? So now whenever we are going to implementing this functionality, now I want to calculate the remaining amount value. I want to calculate remaining amount value. So how can we calculate the remaining amount value? Remaining amount value can be calculated by subtracting the tax value from the revenue. So how we are calculating this tax value? Tax value is nothing but service tax. How we are calculating the service tax? By using a formula field. So then what we need to do? We need to do that annual revenue minus service tax. Service tax field. But service tax is a formula field. So I am creating one more formula field right now with the name remaining amount. In this one, can I use this again formula field over there? Yes, we can use one formula field in another formula field also. Okay, so remaining amount is one formula field. I'm going to preparing that, which will calculate what is the amount that I have right now. What is my net amount? So this is my gross amount, because the total amount which I'm earning, this is my tax deductions, and then after that I'm getting the net amount over here. Then how can we get that net amount? So now let's see practically in this case here. Now let's see. Now create a formula field. Create a formula field to calculate remaining amount after deduction. After deductions. After deducting the service tax. After deducting the service tax. I want to calculate. Okay, I want to calculate the remaining amount. That means net amount which I have right now. So I want to calculate that net amount okay, by deducting the service tax amount from the revenue over here. How can we do that? Now, in this case, how can we do this one? Now, let's see practically. Let me create a formula field. So how can we calculate that annual revenue minus service tax? That means my total earnings minus deduction. That's it. We will be getting that net amount over here. For that reason, purely mathematical calculation, nothing else. Let's create a formula field now. Go to that account objects, custom fields and relationships section. Click on new button to create a new field. Select the field data type as formula. I'm selecting because formula. Click on next. Specify the field label. I would like to calculate the net amount. Now, I'm giving the field label as net amount. So what is the return type? I'm getting some salary like some 75 lakhs. From that one, my tax is some 6 lakhs 13,000. That means here, whatever the remaining amount is available, like some 88, like some 68 lakhs, okay, some like some 87,000 rupees. So at that time, we are going to be calculating this. That is also revenue, right? So for that one, my formal return type will be currency. Okay, I'm selecting the formal return type as currency. I don't want to show any decimal places, so that I'm indicating 0. Click on next button. Specify the formula over here. Specify the formula. So upon preparing the formula, here you will be having 2 tabs are available. Simple formula, advanced formula. Better you can go with this advanced formula tab. 2 tabs are available. Click on advanced formula tabs. You will be getting more options over here directly. Now here we can raise a question. Sir, simple formulas should be prepared by using simple formula tab, and some complex formulas should be prepared by using advanced formula tab. No, not like that. Anything you can use, no problem. So select that advanced formula. Then what is my formula condition over here? I want to deduct the service tax from annual revenue. So that how can we collect the annual revenue? Here you will be having the field, select insert field button. Click on this insert field. What is that field you want to use? Annual revenue, and then operator. That means minus, subtract. So now what is the field you want to use? Service tax. I would like to deduct the service tax value. Here we are having service tax field is there. Click on insert. That's it. Over. So without typing anything, everything we can able to prepare with the help of that mouse pointer itself. So we no need to write any additional coding. Directly we can able to write that code over here with the help of mouse pointers. Now, so now check the syntax. So there is no syntactical mistakes available over here. Now click on next button. Make the field to be get visible to all the profile users by selecting the visible checkbox. Go to next. Make it save. Now, so now here we are having service tax. Refresh this user interface. Now you will be able to see that net amount. Totally, I'm earning some 90 lakhs rupees. From that one, 6 lakhs 30,000 will be my service tax. Remaining amount is okay 63 lakhs 83 lakhs 70,000 rupees. So these two are formula fields over here. Suppose for example, I'm changing the annual revenue to some 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs. Whenever I'm saving this one, automatically formulas will be getting recalculated. So now my earnings will be 20 lakhs here. Now my tax will be 1,30,000. Remaining 18,000, 60,000, 18 lakhs to 60,000 will be my net amount over here. Nothing but my in hand, nothing but take home salary. Like that, here we can able to do the calculations automatically. We no need to prepare that value manually. We no need to do that calculation manually by our own. We can make that calculation has to be done by the system itself. That facility is available as part of these formula fields. Now, so let me place this information. Formula return type will be currency. Formula condition will be, I'm indicating that annual revenue minus service tax. The next one.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I have a question, sir. So, what in case if we don't know which field belongs to which object? Like, let's say there is 100 of objects, so we don't know the particular field is which belongs to which object. So, can we?
But first of all, we have to know. Okay. Whenever we are going to be creating the formula field, then first of all, we have to know that field is available where.
Yes.
Okay, we have to know that. So if you don't know that field, then you have to ask to the client. So now here on what object you are expecting this formula here. We have to get all the information from the client side, and then we are going to be creating the formulas.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, okay, sir.
So one thing, let me explain you clearly one thing. See, understanding the requirement is very, very important. Suppose client will be giving a small rough document, rough information. If you're a technically strong person, if you're an experienced person, then with that little bit information, you can understand, you can guess something. Suppose if you're a new guy, if you're unable to understand the requirement, then just to prepare your understanding, that means what you understood with that particular requirement. Then you can able to explain to the client, so boss, this is what my understanding, so now please correct me if I'm going wrong. Okay, if the complete requirement is not understandable, then you can able to set up a call with the client, or we can send an email notification with the client, and then you can get the complete clarification, complete information. Once you get the complete information, then try to understand the requirement. Once the requirement is clear for you, then you can go ahead for the implementation. Without knowing what we need to do, then how can we implement? That is very, very difficult, right? So that here understanding the requirement is very, very important. So that if you didn't understand the requirement document, ask to the client, set up a call with the client, and then raise the question whatever you have, so that we can get the clarification for all the questions in one shot. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Now the next one. For example, assume that I have a position object. I have a position object. It's my custom object here. I have created a position record sometime before. There was a open position is there for senior Java developer position. So I have created this position record. The position name is senior Java developer. This is for Chennai location. Number of vacancies are 1, and the position status is new position. So position is open on 14th of July. 14th of July. Milestone date, nothing but target date to close the position is 31st of July. That means here, so now the project manager has created one position record, senior Java developer. That means he need one person in his team to work as a senior Java developer. He need a position, he need a candidate. So there is a requirement, there is a job in his team. So now he need one senior Java person, senior Java developer. So he has assigned the position responsibility to a HR person. So to please recruit a candidate for this position here, who will be having some minimum 4 years of experience on Java programming. So he has created the position information on 14th of July. He has given the time till 31st of this month. That means here, please recruit the candidate by 31st of this month. That means I am giving that time to the HR person to recruit the candidate for this position by end of this month here. Now, so now in this case, as of now tell me when he has opened the position 14th. As of now, how many days are over? I want to calculate the age. I want to calculate the age of the position here. How many days are over as of now? Suppose, for example, if anybody asks you what is your age, then we are going to be indicating like some 20 years or 29 years, 30 years. My data, but I'm deducting from the today's date. I'm deducting my date of birth from today's date, then I will get my exact information, exact age. How many years are passed and how many days and how many months, everything you can be able to calculate exactly. Like the similar way, I want to calculate the age of my position. That means since creating the position record, since the position is open status, till now, how many days are over? I want to know. So what is the age of this position over here? Then how can we calculate the age of this position? Now let's see practically in this case. I want to calculate the age of this position here. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. Now let's take the use case here. Create a formula field to calculate the age of a position record. Create a formula field to calculate the age of a position record. I want to calculate the age of a position record here. For each and every position record, what is the age? That means from creating the position record till now, how many days are over? How many days are passed? I want to calculate that. For that reason, I am going to be creating a formula field again. Then how can we do that here? Generally, for example, okay, assume that my date of birth is like some July 31st. July 31st, some 1983. So now here today, like some July 17, okay, like some 2020. So now how can we calculate the age? We are going to be calculate. This is nothing but today's date here. Today's date. So now how can we calculate how can we get the today's date by using today function? You know that yesterday we have discussed. Today function is used to collect the today's date. So from this date I need to deduct my date of birth. Then I will be getting that my age over here. Then I will be getting my age. So we can able to calculate that age over here. So we can deduct that date of birth from today's date, then we will be getting the age. Like the similar way, from the today's date, you can able to deduct that open position, nothing but open date. Position, open date here. So what will be the field name, whatever. You can able to collect the age of the position. This age will be what? It is a number here. It is indicating number type. Because here how many days are passed? 2 days, 3 days, 1 day, 0 days, 20 days. How many days it is passed? So it will be indicating that numerical value. So that here we are going to be using that number. So the formula return type will be number. How can we do that? Now let's say practically. Let's go to the position record. So currently it is indicating that open date is 7/14. Now I want to create a formula field here. Create a new formula field inside the position object by indicating that data type as formula. Click on next button. Specify the field label. Okay, specify the field label. I'm indicating the field label as position age. Okay, position age. I'm selecting the return type as number. This is the number data type here. I'm indicating number of decimal points are 0. Now click on number. Click on next button. Specify the formula condition. What we need to do, I need to collect the today function. Where is that function? The function names will be available over here. Today. Now click on insert selected, or else directly you can type that function name also, no problem. Suppose I'm typing this one. Okay, today. Today minus. So what is that? Positions open date. Here the open date. That means from which date the position is open, like as the birth date. Okay, position record has been created on this date over here. So this is the open date. So I'm indicating insert position open date. Open date here. So I'm going to be deducting the open date from the today's date here, so that we can able to calculate that exact value. Check the syntax. So there is no syntactical mistakes are available inside my field. Now click on next button. Make the field to be get visible to all the profile users by selecting the visible checkbox. Click on next. And then make it save. Make it here. Let's go to the position record, refresh this user interface. Now it is indicating that minimum pay is, sorry, the open date is 7/14. So now position age is 3 days here. Okay, the position age is 3 days. So now here it is indicating that, okay, it is indicating that value. Okay, it is indicating that value that when coming to that position, so now till now 3 days are over. Okay, till now 3 days are over. So 14th is the position's open date, and then today is 17th, so that as of now 3 days are over. This is how we are going to be creating the position age. Now, so let me give that one. Formula return type is number. Formula condition is open date. Today's date minus open date. Next. Now, for example, let's come to a general scenario. Assume that I'm using a credit card. Okay, I'm using a credit card from some so-and-so bank. Yes.
Sir, you selected data type is number data type, no sir?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me. Your voice is audible to me. Okay. No. So now,
I think he wants to know why you didn't choose the data type or date as the data type, and why you chose a number.
because here we can't use the date, because here I'm giving that the today's minus and position date. That means I want to know how many days are over as of now. I want to know how many days are over as of now. I'm not selecting the date. I'm not representing the date, because here if the date means what, here it has to indicate the month and the date and the year. So I don't want the date format. Here I want how many days are over, because this is a very simple calculation, because these are not these positions are not available since very years. Because whenever we are having any new vacancy, new job, then for that one the HR people will be having maximum 1 month time, not more than that. So within 1 month they have to recruit the candidates.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, that's what I'm indicating, like a simply number data type.
Your position tab is looking different and mine is looking different. Like, was it customized yours?
Yes, it's a customized one. The position object is a custom object.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Sir, this is a date time.
Not date time data type. This is the number data type. Just now I have given the clarification for the people, so you are already missed that one. Now let's see. So now, for example, I'm using a credit card. So I'm using a credit card from some ICICI bank. From ICICI bank, I'm using a credit card. I'm using a credit card. So now for my credit card, there is a bill generation date. Bill generation date is like as first of every month. First of them. That means, so now on every month of first, they will be calculating that my bill. They'll be generating a bill. That means in the last 30 days, what are the various transactions that I had with this particular credit card? What are the various products I have purchased through online by using this credit card? Based on those details, they are going to preparing my credit card bill. And then once the bill has been getting generated, they're indicating to me, they're informing to me through an SMS, through one email notification, dear customer, your credit card bill has been getting generated. This is the bill amount. Along with that, they will be indicating the due date also, right? So there is a due date. So what is the due date? Okay, 15th of the month. That means here every month, the 15th will be my due date. That means by 15th of the month, I have to pay that amount to the bank. Whatever the credit card bill is there, that bill amount I need to pay to the bank by 15th of that month here. So this is my credit card details here. Now, for example, as usual on first, okay, as usual on first, they have sent the credit card bill to me. Dear customer, your credit card bill has been generated. So, like as your credit card bill amount is like as some 12,000 rupees. Okay, 12,000 rupees, and your due date is 15th of the month. So, please pay the credit card bill on or before the due date to avoid the interest charges. They're informing to me over here. They have indicated to me. Now,
Hello.
now, so in this case here, so now they are going to be calculating that. Suppose, for example, okay, today is the 7th of the month. 7th of the month. Now tell me still how many days are there to make that credit card bill payment? Because the bank people should aware of. Why? Because is bank people are keep on notifying you, dear customer, you are reaching to your credit card bill due date, so please pay the credit card bill, okay, to avoid the interest charges. So they keep on notifying to you. As an organization, they're not only sending the credit card bill to you, it is the responsibility of the organization. They should be in touch with the customer always. So that keep on, they're going to be informing to you by sending some SMS notification, by sending some email notification. Dear customer, you are reaching to your credit card bill due date, so please pay that credit card bill in order to avoid the interest charges. If you already paid, so please ignore this message. This is kind of message you are receiving every day. It's not new. These are already you are aware of this one. So in this case here, what I need to do, I need to calculate that still how many days are left to close the position here. Still how many days are left to close the position. So based on that, they will be informing here. Like for example, when you go to the bank, they'll keep on informing you. 10 days before the due date, they will send one notification to you. 5 days before, they will sending one more reminder notification. 3 days before, one more reminder notification. 2 days before, one more reminder. 1 day before, one more reminder. On the same day, they will be sending the reminder notification to you. So based on that, they will take the action. Suppose if you did not make the credit card bill on time, the next day they will be blocking your card. From there, we can't perform any online purchases. So like that, they keep on sending based on some specific time period. They're having some intervals are available based on the time intervals. They keep on sending the notification to the customers. So like the similar way here also, okay, like the similar way here also. So I would like to send the notification for that one. So now they would like to calculate how many days are left to close the position here. Position has been created on, okay, the 14th of the month, or the 10th of the month, 2nd of the month, whatever, I don't know. Till, okay, the position close date is available, like some students, so target date is there. So now to reach the target date, how many days are left still, I want to know. Based on that, we can take some actions over here. Now, for that one, I want to create a formula field. Create a formula field to calculate how many days are left to close the position. Create a formula field to calculate how many days are left to close the position. Now, so in this case, what we can do now, let's see. How many days are left? How do we know? It will be like some number, because you are having some 10 days are there to close the position. Okay, 15 days are there to close the position. Like that, it has to indicate to me here. For that one, I'm going to be indicating the formula return type should be number. So how can we do this one here? What is that formula condition in this case? So you have to specify that. Suppose, for example, my credit card today is 17th of this month. Okay, today is 17th of this month. Now let's come to a general calculation. My salary will be coming on 31st of this month. Okay, my salary will be coming on 31st of this month. Still, how many days are left to get the salary? People are doing this kind of calculation. Okay, so how much time is there to pay the credit card is a secondary thing. The people won't consider all these things. So how many days are there to get the salary? This is what the calculations we do generally here. So in this case, today is 17th. So now when will be my salary crediting date? 31st of this month here. So how many days are left? Like some 14 days or 15 days. Okay, whatever, we need to calculate. That means here to reach that, okay, to reach that, how many days are left? We need to calculate. Like the similar way here also, I want to do this calculation. Now, so in this case, how can we create that? Now let's see. So now I'm creating a custom field inside my Faro, custom position object. Select the field data type as formula. Click on next. I'm indicating over here. I'm indicating number of days left to close. Number of days left to close the position here. Now that will be of type number. So I'm selecting the return type as number. I don't want the decimal places. I want simply integer part. Go to the next button. Now specify the formula. So what is the formula over here? Suppose, for example, my salary crediting date is 31st of this month. I will get the salary on 31st of month, last working day. Okay, 31st is some Friday, so that here 31st I will be getting the salary. Today is what? 17th. Then how do you know how many days are left? You are deducting 31st minus 17. So you will be having some 14 days are left to get the salary, like that. So we are going to be collecting that value. So we can able to collect that value, okay, the maximum pay. So the milestone date minus today's date. Okay, minus today's date. How can we get the today's date? Today function. So that here from the milestone date, from the target date of the position, I'm going to deducting today's date. So that here it is indicating that how many days are left. Select that, click on that check syntax button and verify this. No syntactical mistakes are available over here. Now click on next button. Select the checkbox, check visible to make the field to be visible to all the profile users. Now make it save. Now, so let's go to that field, refresh this user interface. Now it is indicating that. So now the position has been created on 14th of this month. So the position age is 3 days are over as of now, and still we are having 14 days are left to close the position. So based on this number of days, we are going to be identifying that we can able to take some action plan as a HR person. Suppose, for example, if I'm changing this milestone date, okay, I'm changing this milestone date to the August, okay, August 12th. I'm changing this milestone date to the August 12th. Then what we can do in this case here? August 12th will be the milestone date in this case here. Save this one. Now it will do the formula will be recalculated automatically. So it is indicating number of days to close the position is still 26 days are available. Okay, still we are having 26 days are left to close the position over here. So in this meantime, we can able to find out the suitable candidate for this position. Okay, easy. Like that here, we can able to have this kind of fields also, which will be doing some calculations automatically by its own, so that we can use these values also.
Excuse me, sir, does this field value change every day?
Yes, automatically it will be changing every day. Whenever your date value has been changed, okay, 12 o'clock is over, okay, next day, morning, okay, 12 o'clock, automatically this value will be getting recalculated.
It will calculate the value automatically.
Okay. Sorry? Automatically,
the value automatically when the day changes.
Yes, yes, right. Fine. It will do that value automatically. We no need to execute that one. It will be taking automatically by Salesforce. Now, so I'm indicating this formula. So now that will be milestone date minus today. Okay, milestone date minus today's date. Next, let's take one more use case. Now let's see, okay, one more use case here on this formula fields. Now,
Like an
so now
error
here in this,
message, can we display any message like for this milestone number of days is there, right?
yes,
Not like an error, but can we display any message like popping up saying that you're these many days away from your salary or something like that?
no. Instead of showing that, we can send the email to the people.
Okay, we can directly configure an email and we can put it on the email and send it.
Yes,
right?
yes. So we can send the email notifications.
Email notification, it goes directly?
Yes, we can calculate, we can schedule that email notification also. In Salesforce, there is a possibility like as time dependent action. So based on some time, we can schedule it over here.
Okay, thank you.
Now let's see one more small use case over here. Now, for example, let's come to a general scenario. One more situation. Let me explain. For example, assume that you are using the Gmail application, nothing but Gmail account. Every day, you are receiving so many emails. Okay, every day you are receiving so many emails. Daily you are receiving so many emails from the different sources, different email IDs. You are receiving so many emails every day. Now, so once the emails has been getting received, from that one we are verifying that which one is important, which one is not important. There are some promotional emails are available, like as regarding open plots, regarding credit cards, regarding personal loans, regarding like as some health insurance policies like that. So those are not important for us. So I would like to remove those things. So we are removing those emails here. So whatever the unnecessary emails are available, those emails we are removing from our inbox. So now tell me, whenever you are removing the email from the inbox, where it will go? It will go into the trash folder or bin folder. Okay. So what are the emails that you don't want? Those emails we are removing from that inbox. The removed emails will be placing inside that recycle bin folder or the trash folder. Now tell me how many days that will be available inside the recycle bin for 30 days. Nothing but 30. Okay, 30 days. What are the emails you have removed from that inbox? Those emails will be available inside this particular trash folder for 30 days. So once the 30 days are over, whatever those emails, automatically Gmail application will remove those emails permanently from the trash folder. So whatever the emails which are older than 30 days inside the recycle bin, okay, inside the recycle bin, whatever the emails are available which are older than 30 days, those emails will be removing by the Gmail server, okay, from the trash folder permanently without giving any prior notification. So how it is going to be removing that here? How does it know this particular email has passed 30 days? This email is available in the trash folder since 30 days. How does it know? For that one, they are going to doing some calculation over there. Okay, it will be doing some calculation. So every day morning, early morning, a job will be running from the Gmail server side. So which will verify how many emails are available inside this particular the trash folder. From those emails, which emails are available in this trash folder since over 30 days, it will collect all those 30 days older emails. It will be removing automatically. So this job will be running this process every day morning here. Every day early morning at 12 o'clock, a job will be run from the Gmail server side. So which will be doing this operation. So whatever the emails are available which are older than 30 days, those emails will be removing permanently from that Salesforce, from that particular trash folder. So we can't see those emails again. Now, like the similar way over here. Now, so now here in this case, so now here in this case, here also, I would like to make an indication. Okay, I would like to make an indication. Like suppose, for example, inside my position object, I'm having so many position records are available. In my position object, I have so many position records are available. So these are the various position records are available. So now these are the position milestone dates are available. Like as okay, it will be having some June 26th is the target date, June 30th is the target date, July 15th, July 31st. From this one, some positions are already crossed their target dates. Nothing but milestone date. That means the positions are already closed. Whatever it may be, closed or not, I'm not bothered about that. The positions are closed. It is already over. That means milestone date is already over. These are the three positions whose milestone date is already over. Now I want to remove these kind of emails here. For that one, I would like to schedule a job. So that scheduling the job will do through programming over there. But how does the program will know these are the position which it has to remove from this object? For that one, inside this position, I would like to have an indicator. I want to create one indicator which will be indicating that whether this position record can be removing from the object or not. It has to decide. How to decide that? For that one, I want to create a formula field. I want to create a formula field which will be giving the indication whether this position can be removable or not here. How it is deciding that based on some formula. What is the formula? If this position's milestone date is already over, it's already passed. If the position's milestone date is already passed, then I want to give the indicator. So based on the indication, tomorrow morning, early morning, a job will run from my Salesforce application, which will remove all these position records. So in this case, how can we implement this one? Now let's see practically. Now, create a formula field in the position object to indicate the position record can be removable or not. Remove or not. Now, I'm indicating the node point over here. Positions whose close date, nothing but whose milestone date. Milestone date. It is passed, nothing but over. Those records should be removed. Removed from the object. Then how can we do that here? So how can we give the indication? For that one, I would like to give a tick mark, nothing but a checkbox here. How can we prepare that checkbox? Now let's see practically in this case. Now let's see how can we do this one here. I would like to create a formula field which will be giving the indication. So if the position milestone date is already over, that means if the milestone date value milestone date value is already over. That means here, so now in this case, here is a small date. If the today is nothing but today's date is greater than milestone date, okay? If the today's date is greater than milestone date, then I want to give the indication over here. So that I would like to create a checkbox. Checkbox will be storing what type of values, true or false. Okay, true or false. When it will return true, if the position's date is already, milestone date is already over, that means today's date is greater than milestone date. I want to make the checkbox to be selected. That means this position's milestone date is already over, so please remove this record. Or else I'm indicating false. So for that one here, I'm going to be using this if condition over here. Okay, I'm using this if condition. If the today's date is greater than milestone date, I want to return true. That means checkbox to be selected. So whatever the records whose the checkbox is selected, those records will be removing by the scheduled job. Okay, early morning at 2 o'clock. Or else if the checkbox is not selected, those records will not be removed by the scheduled job. Like that, we can able to prepare. Let me show you that here. Now, so create a formula field right now. I'm creating a field. Click on new button. Take the field type as formula. And then I'm going to be indicating the field label as, okay, position can be removable or not here. Position can delete. Whether the position record can be deleted or not here. So now in this case, it will be indicating whether this checkbox is selected, it will delete by my job. If the checkbox is not selected, it won't delete by my job here. So that I'm indicating like as checkbox type. Okay, checkbox type. Return type I'm indicating like a checkbox. Now click on next button. Specify the formula condition here. What is the condition I'm indicating that? If I'm using the if function. I'm using the if function. If the today's date is greater than milestone date. Milestone date, then I'm indicating true or else I'm indicating false. That means what? If the today's date is greater than milestone date, that means if the today's date is higher than the milestone date, that means milestone date is already passed. Then I want to indicate to the scheduled job, please remove this one. That means checkbox is selected, or else it will return false. Now, let's check the syntax. Now there is no syntactical mistakes inside this. Click on next button. Make the field to be get visible to all the profile users by selecting the visible checkbox. Click on next and make it save. So now it is indicating that here. I want to show that field also over here. Let me show that field. Click on edit columns here because this is the recent records section. I don't want to show these candidates count and all these things. I want to show the position can be removable or not. Now I'm indicating this. Now it is indicating that these are the position records can be removable here. It is indicating that checkbox has been selected. So why? Because is for these three position records, okay, now this is the position record, milestone date is June 26th. That means it is already over. So my scheduled job will remove this record. This is June 30th is the target date. This is July 15th. This is already passed. So that here these records can be removable from my object here. So early morning at 2 o'clock, my scheduled job will run. It will remove all these records from this object. This is how we are going to be creating the formula fields inside your Salesforce instance. This is the concept of formula fields. In the next session, we'll see some more new feature that is called as security. Okay, we are going to be discussing about a feature called as security feature.
You said you would
So
give
what
some
exactly the
exercises
security?
for validation rules, right, sir? Right. Some
Yes, I
practice
will be
exercise.
giving that exercise also. Yes, I have prepared a document also on that validation rules, and then I'm adding that the formula fields documentation also, so that they can able to do the practice on this one.
Okay, is it today you're giving it or?
But tomorrow morning I will upload the document to you.
Okay, thank you.
Firoz?